Hello iPad letterers, it's so nice to see you. My name is Karen, I'm from iPad Lettering and I'm here to help you get the most out of your iPad, whether that is with lettering or art or journaling. In this video, we are going to create our 2021 planner together. So yes, 2020 wasn't the best year for obvious reasons, but it wasn't all that bad either. It's the first year where I was very consistent with my bullet journal and I really think it's made a huge difference and it really helped me get through some of the tough times. A big part of why I managed to be so consistent really is the Zinnia app. I really love this app because it's so easy and fun to use. It has also come a very long way since I started using it back in April. Every month there's new stickers and new functionality, and so there's always something to look forward to. My big wish for 2021 is the ability to create links between pages. I really hope PaperLike can make it happen for us. But because this is not possible right now, I've been creating these monthly journals as a little workaround. It has actually worked quite well, but it didn't give me that quick glance at the whole year. So to start off our 2021 planner, I thought it would be nice to create a new journal with just the overview pages. And then we can also use that journal for the pages that are useful to have for the whole year. For example, if you wanted to track a goal for the whole year rather than just for a month, it'll be much easier to add it to our yearly planner. And then hopefully, if PaperLike adds the ability to link pages, we'll be able to go back and link the overview pages to our monthly journals going forward. No promise, of course, but let's think positive. Okay, so now let's start a new journal and let me show you what I'm going to do this year. If you have been following me for a while, then you know that I've been creating calendar templates every year to use in the Procreate app because that's where I kept all my journals and planner pages until I found the Zinnia app. And of course, I've done that for 2021 too. I've created monthly overview pages and also monthly family planner pages. But this year, I've not only made them as Procreate files, but as PNG files too. So if you wanted to, you could just drag them into Zinnia or GoodNotes and create your yearly calendar super quickly. But because they are Procreate files, you can also amend them to your own needs. So let me show how you can do that to make your planner extra cute. You can get these templates from my website, and once you've downloaded the files to your Files app, tap on the zip file to uncompress it, and then you'll see the Procreate version and the PNG version of each file. Bring up the Files app next to Procreate and then drag them into your workspace. Tap on one of the templates and then let's check out how we can make it a bit cute. When you open up the layers panel, you'll see that there is individual layers for the title, the dates, the labels, and so on. So now let me show you how to make a cute new title for this page. Let's start with a new layer and then I'm gonna just choose black. And I'm going to use the Totally Crispy brush for this. To make this a little bit easier, let's turn on the drawing guide in Procreate, and you can also adjust the size of your grid. And then we can use that quick line feature of Procreate, so you can create an approximate rectangle, and then just make sure that you hold your Apple Pencil on the screen until the shape snaps into place. Then tap on Edit Shape and tap on Rectangle. And now you can align the nodes of your rectangle to suit the shape that you would like. And then on a new layer, we are going to write January. And then you can just use these boxes here from the grid line if you wanted to align the letters. And then for the floral doodles, I'm actually going to change to brush. I'm going to use the fountain pen brush from the Real Brushes brush set. This is a really cool brush because it creates these irregular shapes. It changes the opacity and it also changes the thickness with pressure. And I think this will look very nice for our floral doodles. And then I'm just going to go in here and create some leaf branches to start with. And I'm also going to make them interleave a little bit and then create the leaves like this. And so now this looks pretty cute already, but let's add some little berries as well to fill in some of the little gaps here. So we're just going to draw a stem and then a little berry here every now and then where you think there's a gap. And now, of course, you can make other modifications to this page as well. You could change the background color if you wanted to, for example. And one of the problems you can see now is that the weekend highlights are a solid color. So what we're going to do now is change this to make it semi-transparent, because this is a little bit too dark for what I want. So open up that templates layer and then unlock it so that you can make changes to it, and then select that layer with weekends. And now decrease the opacity of this layer so that the highlight is still visible, but it's not quite as dark as it was. And then I'm actually going to turn that background color off because I want this to be a transparent background. And then we're going to save this as a PNG file so that we have the transparent background. So tap on Share, PNG, and then save it to your files. All right, so now that we have the change file, let's delete this file and then bring in the one that we've just created in Procreate. So I'm just going to add this here, and you can see how cute this looks. So now I want to add a background to this, and I've really always liked the watercolor background. So now I'm going to add a watercolor background from the Textures paper pack. And of course it's going to go over the top, but we can just move that to the back by long tapping on this symbol here. And then I also want to decrease the opacity a little bit like this. And we are going to lock this so that it doesn't go anywhere. We also want to lock our January page like this. And now we can embellish this even more. So let's select the painting tools. And then I also want to make the leaves green. And then with the highlighter tool, you can now paint in the leaves. And you can see I'm not painting them perfectly, but I think this is the appeal of the style, is just paint them in quite rough so that you have a little bit of an overlap, but it doesn't matter. It's actually going to look really nice. And then for the berries, I'm going to choose red. And it looks very nice from a distance. All right, so now we are going to write in some labels here as well. I've actually made this as a family planner so you can write everyone's schedule onto this page, but I'm actually going to use this for my own schedules. So now I'm going to write in the different areas of my life that I want to get organized and planned. So we're going to start with work, and then the next part is iPad lettering. And yes, in case you didn't know, I actually have a full-time job, which always comes first. Of course, iPad lettering is my hobby, and so I plan those two things separately. Then the next column is for any event. This could be a birthday or parties, or any event that might be happening in January. And then I have my appointments here. And then in the last column, I'm going to keep track of all that fun stuff that I'm going to plan for this year. And it'll be very nice to actually plan this ahead, just to have something to look forward to as well. So now we can rearrange these and put them in the center of the box here. And that's our January page done. And then, of course, you could do the same thing for February as well. I've just copied the graphic that I've done for January and then replaced the lettering with February. Or if you feel that that's a little bit too much work, then what you can do is use some of the Zinnia stickers. I'm just going to show you a few examples of how I've embellished my pages just using the basic Zinnia stickers that come with the app. And this didn't take very long at all, but it just makes the pages look a little bit special. And I think it looks really cute. And now I have my whole 2021 journal here on one page, and this is going to be super useful. I've also made a goal planner here. I'm going to duplicate this page for each of the goals that I want to track. And then I've also made a tracker for all the books that I want to read in 2021. If you don't quite like this style template, I've actually made another style as well that I want to show you now. So I've made the more traditional calendar overview templates as well, and these are the ones that I'm going to be using in my monthly journals. Just going to swipe through them so you can see what they look like. And again, they come as PNG files and also as Procreate files, so that you can either use them just as they come, or you can embellish them in Procreate, the same way that we've done it with the previous templates. And then, of course, we also need a cover page for our 2021 journal, and I thought it would be super cool to try some of these new new lettering stickers that have been included in the latest version of Zinnia. There's got these golden balloons and I think these look super awesome. So now we're going to select some of them and then put them on the page. And to create that cover for our journal, we have to remember that only this portion of that screen is going to be used for the journal. So we're just going to resize them a little bit, and I also don't want them to be all the same size to make it look a little bit more fun. So let's do this, and then let's group them and then place them in the center of the page. And then I also want this page to be black, so we're going to change the background color, and we can do that by tapping on page style and then choose black as your background. So this looks pretty cool already, but now we also need a bit of fireworks. So let's select the fireworks stickers, which are also new with the latest version of Zinnia. So I'm just going to add some of these firework stickers here. I don't want too many. Let's just choose 3 of them, and then let's arrange them on the page, and maybe also change the color. So now what I want to do is actually make it gold as well. So I'm just going to grab the gold color from our balloons here. And then I also want to create some more fireworks like this. So now let's change the color of this as well to the golden color that we have here. And this looks super cool. So maybe decrease the opacity a bit, and then we want to duplicate this. So now let's export this and save it to our Photos app. And then we can use this as the cover page for our 2020 journal. So tap on the name here, and let's call this 2021 journal, and then choose that photo as the cover page. And here we have our 2021 journal. And so now over to you. Grab these templates from my website, put them into Procreate, change them around, and then bring them into Zinnia or also into GoodNotes to create your 2021 planner. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And then I'm also going to bloop up another couple of videos so that you can keep watching and you can get more inspiration for your journal designs for 2021. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.